just want to make sure if you didn't get the link to all this data, and there's a lot more data that's in this Dropbox account. We tried to go over like the most salient points, and as you can see, like, this is going to be a big sale on Thursday. Like, we're looking at 37 active properties out of 125 that are happening. There's a real amazing opportunity going on in New Jersey for real estate investors right now, and I know this felt like it was kind of long going through all these properties one after another, but doing that kind of due diligence is kind of what it takes, you know, if you want to truly be successful. And so when we're evaluating these properties and we're looking at this information, I want to thank this panel for all the effort they did, you know, going deep into the market. And hopefully we can turn this into an ongoing event, because you got to look at 10, 20, 50, 100 properties before you find one that's perfect in your wheelhouse that the other competition is now buying you on. And so going deep into the details and the research in the markets is what it takes. And this was just a drop in the bucket. And I hope if you've never been in the foreclosure sale on Thursday, it's at 2 o'clock. You're going to want to show up early. The place fills up. If you're going to bid on a property, you have to come in with a minimum of $20,000 in a cashier's check, or they're not going to let you in, okay? Because they want the room full of investors. When the bidding starts on a property, someone asked what the opening bid was. The bank's opening at $100, but they're going to place an upset bid on the bank that's much higher than that, right? So the bank's owed $100,000, and the current value of that property is $80,000. The current value of the bank's less than that, right? Because they have a lot of fees associated with owning that property. So they're going to set that upset bid, but you have to bid up to it. You know, it's going to start at $100, and then maybe you can bid 5, 10, 15, 20, until you get up to that upset bid. And then I think it goes in increments of 2,000 here in Hudson County. And you have to tender 20% of that amount at the sale. Yeah.
To be clear, they only want you at $20,000 cashier's check to walk in the door. But how much do you actually have to put down on a property when you bid?
20%.
So in other words,
If you didn't hear that, that was 20%. So a $500,000 house is $100,000.
Yes, and the $20,000, again, as he said, Hudson gets very crowded every Thursday. So I would suggest if you are bidding, you need to be there at 1:15 to make sure that you're able to get signed up and registered. They will make sure that you have the minimum $20,000. If you're there to observe, there'll be at least 60 people to observe, right, Lewis? However, the bidding person gets to bring one person with them. There's about 160 seats. So if 50 people come to bid and they have a guest, that means there's only limited space for observers. However, if you come in with $20,000, you'll be able to observe and make sure you get a front row seat as well. Other than that, you will have to wait until the sheriff's sale process happens, until you may get into the room at 3:30, 3:45.
it's an all-day thing.
It normally lasts until 5 o'clock. And as we said before in Hudson, there is no upset will be provided. You will have to look at the bank rep to find out where he's at as it relates to the upset price. They start at $2,000 and $5,000 with the initial.
If you have any questions, we're happy to talk to anyone out here. Yeah. And we want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And an extra thank you to our experts. They did a lot of research to provide this data tonight. And
we got some beer and wine and everything out here too. You guys want to socialize, hang out, and discuss. And parking also. Just want to let you know, if